Hello people, Jaffa here, and welcome to my first farm tutorial. With the 1.19 update, I've decided to challenge myself and come up with a farm concept for these frog lights. There's 3 different colours. I'm going to tell you how to get all 3 in one farm. So here is my frog light farm running. I know what you're thinking. Jaffa, this is a magma farm. And yeah, you're right. It does actually collect some magma, but it mostly collects the frog lights. So I actually got this design from Shulkercraft. It's quite a well-known magma farm design, except I have made a few little tweaks at the bottom. So instead of having the hopper minecarts running, I have just got hoppers. On top of the hoppers, there are iron trapdoors, and above the iron trapdoors, there is powdered snow. So with the powdered snow, it kills off the larger magma cubes, leaves the little baby ones, and inside with them are the frogs. Got 3 different coloured frogs to make the 3 different coloured lights. And yeah, I'll show you how this is done. Okay, to make this farm there are various steps that I'll walk you through. The items that you're going to need, first off, to get up to the nether roof where you want to build the farm, you are going to want 3 ladders, an ender pearl, at least 10 obsidian. Make sure you bring the flint and steel to light the portal. And 4 slabs. I like to spawn proof the portal just in case. Okay, so to build the actual farm, you are going to need 1,650 stone or any sort of block that mobs can spawn on, 1,037 glass, at least 83 hoppers, and 6 chests. It all depends on how big you want your storage system to be. You want at least 8 blocks of iron and 2 carved pumpkins. These are to make the iron golems to lure the magma cubes. I recommend bringing more. You're going to need 81 iron trapdoors, 128 scaffolding, and also some temporary blocks to build with. So another item you're going to definitely need is the powdered snow. You are going to need 81 buckets. This isn't easy to obtain. However, if you can find some powdered snow in the snowy biome, there's usually enough around there to get the amount that you need. I recommend using leather boots while you're doing this, otherwise you'll end up falling straight through them. And lastly, how do we get the frogs in the farm? This is quite an adventure. I'd recommend using some friends to help you out, if you have any. So the items that you're going to need for this adventure are slime balls. I've put 25, sounds like a safe number. You might not use all of them, but the slime balls are used to breed the frogs and to lure the frogs. You're also going to need buckets, 1 for each frog. I've got 12 frogs, therefore 12 buckets, and same for the lead. All depends on how many frogs you're wanting to use in the farm. Okay, so first off, what you want to do is head to the nether and find a biome that looks like this. It's called a basalt delta, and the way to double check is to press F3, and under biome you can see Minecraft basalt deltas. Next, what you want to do is dig into the roof until you hit the bedrock, and you want to find a piece of bedrock, again using F3, where if you look at it, the target block is 127. Next, you want to get your ladders, place them like this up against the ceiling, get your ender pearl, go to the top of the ladder and aim just above the ladder, and right click and instantly jump. And abracadabra, you are on the roof. Next up, build yourself a portal. I like to put slabs on just to prevent any mobs spawning. Then light the portal and head on through. So I have appeared at a village. You want to again use F3 and make a note of the coordinates. A good way is to type it into chat, and there you've got it stored. So next up, we have got to find the new mangrove swamp biome. Okay, so this may take some time. It all depends on how lucky you get with the portals. I'd recommend using an elytra if you've got one, because there are various biomes that we have to find in this little adventure to build the farm. Okay, so in this biome you'll find the new frogs. What you want to do is find at least 2 of them and use the slime to breed them together. There we go. Then it goes over and lays some frog spawn. And then this is where you need buckets. So the frog spawn can take up to 10 minutes to hatch, but it does produce 2 to 6 tadpoles. While waiting, I recommend you find some more frogs and repeat the process. So after a while we end up with these little guys, baby tadpoles. Similar to the frogs, they're drawn in by the slime balls. You can speed up the growth of them with the slime balls, but I wouldn't recommend it just yet. So you want to get buckets full of water and then quickly scoop them up, like so. So I'd recommend collecting all the tadpoles now. Get every bucket full with a tadpole. So I'd recommend heading back to your portal, creating 4 holes, and then filling the holes with the tadpoles. If you've got lots of slime to spare, you can always speed up the process of turning the tadpoles into the frogs. And here we are, we've got our first frog. He's a red frog, and this is due to the biome that they turn from a tadpole into a frog. Depending on the biome, depends on what colour frog they are. So it's all about the temperature. Because this is a neutral biome that we're currently in, it's become a red frog. In the warm biomes they become white, and in the cold biomes they become green. So this is where I recommend you get a few fences, get your leads, and attach the frog to the fence. And repeat the process once all these have grown up. So there we are, got our first 4 frogs, and now to get the others. So here I am in the world's smallest desert. I've got another 4 tadpoles which I am currently growing. 4 more frogs, the white ones, because they've been spawned in a warm biome. And now is the adventure part. Now we have to take them back to the portal. Frogs are actually good swimmers, so I recommend doing this by boat as much as you can. If you press F5, you can get a good view of the leads, just to make sure that none detach. And yeah, here we go. They seem like they're enjoying themselves. So here we are, now we've got the frogs up to 8. And next up is a snowy biome. Same again, once you're anywhere that's snowy or icy, place your 4 little breeding holes. I recommend though you put a torch, otherwise if you don't, they will freeze up, get suffocated in ice and die. And you'll have to repeat the whole process again. So make sure you got a torch or some sort of light source that will make sure the water doesn't freeze up. And again, we just need to lead these 4 frogs back to the portal. So once you're at the portal with your 12 frogs, or however many you like, just need to walk them through, attach them to a fence post. Not too close to the portal either, otherwise they will jump through. They seem to like the portal, doesn't seem to bother them. So next up, you want to find a spot to build the farm. I recommend running in a bit of an area and making sure that you stay in the same biome. You can either do this by checking F3, but usually on the roof you can check by the sky changing. So find a bit of a centre. And you want to put a double chest down. Another double chest just behind and above it. And same again. You can get rid of them. Oops. Attach them with hoppers. And with the top one, a double hopper. And on this level, you want to create a 9x9 square. For all the OCD people out there, I'm afraid it's not going to be even with the chests, but I'm sure you can come up with something. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make sure you're shift clicking just so all the hoppers will end up pointing towards the chest. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to end up with a 9x9, and if you want to fill it all in. And here's how it should look afterwards. Next step, you want to get the iron trapdoors and cover every hopper that's on this level with a trapdoor. So once that's all done, next you want to go to one of the sides, crouch off the edge, and place glass on the side of the trapdoor. And you want to make a circle round with the glass. And there we are. Next up, you want to build up the glass by another 2 blocks. So you got 3 blocks of glass altogether. So for this next part, I recommend you wear some leather boots. We're going to be dealing with the powdered snow. Okay, so using the chest as a bit of a stairway, we're going to break 2 of the bits of glass, and we've got like a doorway through, and now we are going to collect the frogs. Right, make sure you get all 12, don't let any jump through the portal, and bring them on over. Feel a bit sorry for them, but they're getting dragged along. Once again, I recommend using a fence post in the middle of the farm, just to get them up. It can take quite a while, and they can come up in little groups, and just to keep them actually in there. Next up is the powdered snow. So this is where you want to aim head high. Even if you aim at the trapdoors, it will place it above. And you just want to head towards the back and work your way along, doing it in rows. So as you saw before, the frogs are very jumpy. They do attempt to jump still, and they do go in the powdered snow, but it's not long enough for them to get hurt. But it does actually reduce the amount they can jump. So once you've placed all the powdered snow apart from where the fence post is, you can put the glass back, and then if you stack up using some temporary blocks and go across, get some powdered snow again, remove the fence and place a piece in there as well. And then you can get rid of all these temporary blocks. And now the frogs are inside. They like to stick to the middle, not sure why, but it doesn't affect the farm too much. Okay, next up what you want to do is find the middle block along one of the sides of glass. And you want to place 12 stone going outwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you want to do this on all 4 sides. So your farm should look like this so far. You can see the frogs attempted to jump around. If you want to go to one of the end of these stone platforms, not including this block, you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. Using this pattern, you can complete the circle. So if we mirror image it now, so we've got 1, 2, then outwards, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we match up to this platform. So this is like the 6th block. So if you complete that all the way around, and then fill in the circle with stone. So once you've completed your platform, it should look like so. You want to get your glass and make a wall all the way around that is 3 high. Next you want to go to the middle hole, find a middle spot, and use temporary blocks to build out into the middle. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th block, if you place some stone, and you want a temporary block on top of that, and use the iron bars to build a ring around it. Like so. And you can get rid of that temporary block. And get rid of these 4. Okay, so you want to get back on top of the glass. And you basically want to recreate another level of this. So start off by placing stone on top of all the glass. And then again, you're going to have the glass walls. So once you've got the 2 layers, it should look like so. The only thing that we've done differently is for the middle bit with the iron bars, I've done 2 layers and I haven't put a middle block down there yet. So finally, we want to stop any gas spawning in this farm. So what you want to do is get to one of the sides on top of the glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Find the middle block. And you want to put glass on each side of them. And basically we're going to do rows going all the way across. So once you've done that, you want to continue with the pattern going across the sides, but you can leave a 2 block gap in between the rest of them. So once complete, your farm should look something like this. There's one more thing that we need to do, which is the iron golems. So if you head up on top of the glass, you want to get just above where the iron bars are, and using the gap in between the glass, start the build of the iron golem there. And it should fall down there. So jumping down to the top level, if you build across here, and you want to put a platform just there for the iron golem to spawn, and we can get rid of these blocks. So head back on top of the glass and repeat the process. And there you go. You got 2 iron golems, which will attract all the magma cubes on both floors. They'll fall into the powdered snow, break down into the smaller cubes, and then get eaten by the frogs. You can already see the farm's already working. I'm going to do an hour AFK test and see what the results end up being. Okay, so after our AFK test, I have got just over a double chest of the lights. There is a bit of magma cream mixed into there, but it's a bonus of the farm. But yeah, very happy with the results. I was expecting a few stacks of each colour, but no, just over a double chest. Very good, and the bonus magma creams to go along with it. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Hope it's made sense. If you'd like to see any improvements in it or any questions to go along with it, please leave a comment. And yeah, do all that YouTube stuff, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!